Living in a condo is a very unique lifestyle. It's so easy. There are many benefits. We're going to explain some of those benefits and some of the cons today.
So condos are a great choice for people that are looking to tap into luxury living. Oftentimes there's concierges associated with the property. You don't have to worry about any sort of maintenance, and there are a lot of times floor to ceiling windows in condos.
And your views are oftentimes breathtaking. So imagine waking up in the morning, seeing the beautiful sun. Again, as Tamia mentioned, you've got the floor-to-ceiling windows and your views are to die for. But there are some new rules that are coming into play and we think you should know.
So starting in 2024, if your condo is 3 stories or taller, the HOA will need to start hiring engineers to run some new assessments on the property. And that cost associated will fall onto the owners.
So we're going to explain that just a little bit deeper. So any condos that are 25 years or older that are within 3 miles of the coastlines will be subject to these assessments, and any condos that are over 3 miles after 30 years old will be subject to these assessments. So again, the engineers will need to come and determine whether the building is reasonably feasible to reside in. And this all stemmed from the collapse that occurred in South Florida last year. So there are some condos locally now that have had some pretty large assessments, up to about $30,000 per homeowner. And again, some of these are due to faulty balconies, and we can get into some more specifics if you leave a question down below. We'll be happy to answer some of those questions and whether your condo may or may not be impacted. Now, the reason that the homeowners will more than likely be subject to some of these special assessments that are associated with the assessment of the building is because the condo associations have not taken reserves for these particular assessments. And these can be pretty extensive and pretty pricey. And then if there are items that need to be addressed, that will be an additional assessment by way of special assessment that will be charged to the homeowners as well. So it's very important to know that once the engineering firms takes a look at the condo building, determine that a repair or a correction is necessary, there may be some additional assessments that are due. So if you're thinking about buying a condo, just keep these items in mind. And some other units that may not necessarily be affected are single family homes or townhomes or condos that are 2 stories or less.
So Hector, could you please tell the people how much of a down payment they should be expecting to pay when it comes to condos?
Absolutely. So unlike single family home and townhomes, condos do require a little bit more of a down payment. You can technically buy a single family home or a townhouse with 0 down or down payment assistance, or there are a lot of different options. Now, when it comes to condos, because of what happened during 2007, 2008, a lot of the condo units were actually vacant, leaving the remaining homeowners to actually pay all of the maintenance or HOA fees that are associated with the maintenance or upkeep of the condos. So as a result of that, lenders became very, very frightened of lending money on condos because investors would typically go after condos. And once a condo community is owned primarily by investors, that means the homeowners have very little voting rights because they control the entire future of the condo association. So as a result of this, then most condos will require 25% down payment because it makes the bank more assured that the homeowner is not going to default since they put so much money into the purchase or have a lot of skin in the game.
So just like extra security?
For the lenders,
for the
not necessarily for the homeowners. Now, if you're considering a condo, do understand what the ratio is between investors and homeowners, because that will be important, especially for your voting rights. So anything that has to get voted on in the future, whether it's building maintenance, additional amenities, if a particular owner has a majority of the units under ownership, they will control that HOA.
So being that a condo is a shared living space, what do you actually own whenever you own an individual unit?
It's actually a great question. So you do have the benefit of lots of amenities. So typically you'll have a gym, maybe a little area for the dogs to walk, barbecue grills. So you have a lot of that, pools, etc. But your actual unit will be studs in. So when you walk into your unit, just envision the actual condo, and anything that's inside the wood studs would be what you actually own. So you don't own the land. Now, there's a luxury condo that I'm aware of in Tampa, and there is 1 parking spot that comes with the unit. That's it. So if you have a couple or a couple with a child who drives, there will be 3 vehicles, but you only have 1 parking space. So think about that for a second. Where do you park your additional vehicles, or do you just have a boat and a car, 1 car?
Okay, guys, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching this week's episode on condos.
If you have any questions about condos, lifestyle, different communities around Tampa Bay, we'd love to help. Call this number below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more valuable information to help you with your real estate needs. See you guys next week on Yellow Chair Chat.